about to spend $150,000 today. But here's the thing, whether your budget is $5,000 or $100,000, the principles are the same. I'm gonna walk you through what to spend on, what to save on, and a few value engineering hacks along the way. So let's go look at some appliances. Things to keep in mind when you're picking out faucets for your own home. These are probably things that get the most use. It's tempting to say, okay, I don't want to spend $1,500, but this gets used probably 15 to 50 times a day. Wow, this is really heavy. This gets the brunt of use. I can't get over how heavy this is. Your cost per wear on these items should be very low if you think about it like that. You can do the math, but 100 times per day for 15 years is quite negligible. Invest in good quality faucets, things that get used on a day-to-day basis, invest in those items. I'm needing to pick out faucets for the main kitchen, the scullery, the dirty kitchen, and then the ADU. I'm really liking the bridge faucet. They have a bridge here, and you have your two handles, and this is really nice as a pull-down hose. A lot of times with these bridge faucets, you'll have a separate hose here, but this one has it magnetically closed. Delta is like, I would say, pretty middle of the lane brand, but I like it. I think it's good quality. Even these, this is $700, higher level quality brand. This would run about $2,000 to $3,000. So you really have, just like cars, you have all over the range prices on these, but it's like jewelry for your home is how I like to think of plumbing fixtures. But yeah, I like this. I think it's a nice option that won't go out of style. I'm gonna take you now to higher end. This would be like your C-Class Mercedes, let's say. This is brushed nickel. This one I really like. And this would be like your starter Bentley, if that's a thing. But this is just beautiful. This also has a pull down nozzle. This is roll, gorgeous. It doesn't have a price tag, which that's probably a problem. If I had to guess, this was probably $2,500. It's just beautiful. It's unlacquered, so it's gonna have that living finish. This is really nice. Oh my God. That's heavy. Wow. Okay. Last video, we talked about a lot of the pros and cons and different appliances. And today we are making final decisions, no pressure. My first tip is really think about how that appliance is going to be used in your home. Are you guys a busy family? Do you guys have a kitchen that maybe never gets used? Maybe perhaps in my camp, is it high trafficked? Is it more of a pristine, we just want to look at it, AKA this thing? Think about how it's going to be used. Whoa, that's something. It's nice, it can fit a whole baking sheet. It's nice that you can get it in matching colors. I don't know why they chose this color to display it in. Oh. Oh, wow. I gotta bring my nephews here. Oh, this turns them all on. Okay, that button does not work. Whoa. You know how to go to the bathroom, do you? We have really hard water here in the desert, so like all of those shower heads are getting clogged. It's part of the particulate in the water. They have good water pressure here, though. You can see all the buildup. And that shower room's only been open like a year. Those are the things that you think about when you build homes. This is the cafe series. This is a nice looking range. This whole suite of appliances, it's not technically considered a high-end brand or suite, but gets really good ratings. I think it looks really nice. I think these are refrigerator drawers. Yeah. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, those could work really well in the spa.
The cold plunge, red light sauna, massage.
This range is $9,000, and it's, again, comparable with basically all the other professional ranges of the size, but from a design standpoint, it's very aesthetically pleasing. This is the fridge. $4,500, French door style, very nice finishes. One thing that really bugs me about this class of fridge is they never have the taller sizes. And I think that's like an instant giveaway that they're kind of this middle tier of fridge. The height really does make a difference. Nice option if you're not doing panel ready appliances and still want like a nice finished look. So this is 𝐬𝐿. It's like their uber expensive model and it was like $60,000, but it's very beautiful. And these are leather inset panels, yeah. Oh wow, it has Coke though. Can we have a Coke? Thanks. This is like my dream fridge. Whoa. A few easy value engineering hacks. If you're building a kitchen, if you are doing panel ready appliances, no one knows what's under. So you could have off-brand, let's say, that cost about 1/3 of the price. You can put whatever beautiful panel you want on the front and it all looks the same. Really almost every appliance these days have panel ready options, fixtures, hardware. So this is a great example. This piece of hardware was probably $5 versus this piece of hardware could be anywhere from $10 to $20. And you multiply that times 20 or 30 pulls in your kitchen, that's a significant dollar amount. Not gonna do that off the top of my head. It's at least a couple $100. These pulls can be $1,000 or more, versus if you did inset groove panels, that would cost your mill worker $100, $150 of his time versus $1,500 a pop handles. I like the blue inside. So Wolf and Sub-Zero are the same company. Usually if you go within the same brand and you buy the suite of appliances, you'll get rebates or special incentives. I decided to stay within the Sub-Zero Wolf, one because of brand recognition and resale value. Also, Sub-Zero has the best longevity when it comes to refrigeration and compressors and bang for your buck. For me, the most important appliance is the refrigerator and freezer. Since this is our forever home, I really wanted, that was the most important appliance. That's the appliance we use the most. My husband and I both agreed that we were willing to invest in that appliance. So once we decided on that refrigerator, then we wanted to stay within that brand so we could get the additional savings. I will say we are going with a 𝐿𝐵 range, and we're doing that because we like the aesthetic, but that is actually not shown in any of the showrooms because it is such a specialty item. It is an Italian brand, so whenever you're getting a specialty product like that, you do have to understand that it is going to be higher maintenance. I was willing to make that trade-off because I wanted that design. You have to really just prioritize what is important to you and then make sure to cross-reference that with your needs and wants. What are you using the kitchen for? What is most important for you? And then what does your budget allow for? And then make sure all of those things align with the item that you picked. And if all of those things do, then you have your item and make it a purchase. Okay guys, this is the moment. We are at the actual fridge I will be buying and putting in Clancy. I believe this is actually 24, but it's gonna be 36 by 36 inch panel ready columns, Sub-Zero. Let's look inside. I probably will have a lot more crap in it, but here they are. I will be getting the designer series. We feel like Sub-Zero is a company that really does A, stand by their work, and B, builds a product that will last us 30 years. And we don't just want to buy a disposable piece of appliance that dies in 3 years and then you have to replace it and again and again and it ends up in a landfill. So that's our decision. And we are doing the 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞 range. Oh, and then we're doing a dishwasher, but no one really cares about the dishwasher. What you're seeing right now is the panel on a panel-ready appliance. They just blend into the surrounding cabinets. So the idea is that they don't look like appliances. It allows your kitchen to look a lot more non-kitchen-y. if you want to break it down in really simple terms. This is a panel-ready appliance. And they will make it custom to match the rest of your cabinetry, and then it's applied, and it just seamlessly blends in. It doesn't just have to be wood. It could be, like we saw, it could be leather, it could be stone. The world could be your oyster in what you put on the front of an appliance. But yes, this is a naked appliance. We are doing the 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞 range.
A few moments later.
Ooh. I like that color. Oh, I really like the 𝐼𝐲𝐽s. It's so classy. Yeah, I like it. This is the 𝐬𝐲 Elise, and it is 8,900. I just like every time, and now like we're back in another showroom, every time I keep coming back to this stupid range and I really like it. I feel like that says something. I like the green. I do like green. It's funny because then with flooring today, I kept coming back to the green too. Ooh, just the little things. This is actually kind of practical. Whoa, that's aggressive. Told you, every color. You can get a toilet in every color. Oh, hi.
Hi.
So nice of you to make it. An hour late. All right, come on.
The dogs had to eat dinner.
Oh yeah, okay. I want to show you the ranges I was thinking about because you'll be cooking on them mostly.
It's true. It's very true. The 𝐼𝐲𝐽, yeah.
I
think we
this.
like this one. I'm very cool to try this. I think I'll end up loving it.
We're not, yeah, I mean, it's $9,000 thing, so it's not like we're just buying a $100
No, but
shirt.
I don't think it's gonna be something I'm gonna like not cook anymore because of it. Like,
What do you think of the green?
yeah, no, I that's your department. I mean, not that any of it is my department, but it's nice, and I think that it's a good quality. I think it's
Yeah. Okay, the other one I liked, I don't think I'd get the white, I'd get it stainless steel.
Yeah, no, Wolf's like.
Well, I mean, they make really
good. Yeah, look at that, soft open. I'm a feel cooker. I know.
What does that mean?
I know when it's going to be done, just by temperature.
You can just like sense
Yeah,
it.
like you've got to. It takes a while to get used to your oven and feel how hot and how quickly it cooks or not.
We're buying it, I think, because of the longevity.
Yeah. I mean, and like we always said, so that's freezer fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we agreed that like now we're gonna have like a full-length fridge, and we're gonna have twice as much space with these.
The thing I wish is that you could put a platter in here. The depth isn't great.
Can you fit a pizza box in here?
I don't know. I don't think you can.
I think it'd be tight. It'd have to be on an angle.
Okay, just ignore the color. I like this fridge. Look how deep it is.
So again, I'm not like a huge fan.
I know.
of this.
Yeah.
I like the side-by-sides, but
I just don't like the depth of those.
why are side-by-sides not as deep is because all the equipment's
Because all
behind it.
yeah.
And then these ones, the equipment's on the top.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, it's, how much is that fridge?
I don't know. I feel like I'm the only person in the world who thinks this much about appliances.
Probably.
All right.
No comment.
Let's get out of here.
Decision fatigue is real, guys. Looks like there's gonna be appliance episode 3.
Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Which one? What color? Should I go cream? Should I go that beautiful green color? Let me know.
Stay tuned.